In this video, I am reviewing the mixer that came in this box, Phenyx PTX-15. Well, hey there. Welcome back. I'm Brandon, and this is KDMR Music, the channel helping you become a more successful musician. Now, in case you're new around here, we do videos twice a week talking about music marketing strategies, music business education, and sometimes in videos like this one, I give you gear reviews so that you can level up your setup to make music even better. So if you're new around here and you're interested in that type of content, hit the subscribe button, then hit the notification bell so you don't miss out. And in case you're not new around here, if you've been a regular viewer of the channel, you may have noticed some changes in the quality of the audio here. So a few weeks back, I actually had a bit of an unfortunate circumstance. So through a power surge, something, I don't know what happened, but both my audio mixer and my PreSonus preamp both died on me within about 3 days of each other. So I was stuck without any real way to get good quality audio into my computer. But not to worry, the folks at Phenyx Pro Audio actually sent me over their PTX-15 mixer. Now, the PTX-15 is a 4-channel mixer. It's got onboard effects. It's usually better for live musicians or DJs, but it also has a really cool feature for those live DJs. It's actually got an onboard Bluetooth player. So that's really cool. You can actually route Bluetooth through the mixer to whatever speakers that you are using on your setup. Now, they sent over that mixer for me to review, and I'm going to give you my honest thoughts on that mixer. So I'm going to go ahead and show some B-roll while I'm speaking. Now, one thing I love about this PTX mixer is the color, the look of it. Now, most of the time when you look at pro audio equipment, it's black. The mixer that I was replacing was a black mixer. This mixer is not. It's actually white. And it's got some really colorful knobs and dials. Now, it's important to know, in case you are using this for a live application, their numbers or the knobs and faders, they don't glow or anything, but that white backdrop does help make it a little bit easier to see in low light situations. But if you've got a little light with you, you'll be just fine. Now, the white with the colored knobs and faders actually does help out a lot in bringing some color to my setup and making my room look a little bit less boring. So that's the first plus. So a quick overview of the features. This is a 4-channel mixer. So you've got 4 XLR inputs and 4 line level inputs, but you can only use one at a time per channel. So each channel actually has effects that you can assign to them. Now you can, there are actually 16 preset effects ranging from delays to reverbs, all sorts of effects for your audio. Again, if you are a live musician or a DJ, this is something that's going to be great for you. You can choose which tracks actually have the effects on them, or you can apply the effects to all tracks. And then outside of the effects, there's also a quick parametric EQ that you can use for the master channel. So really, really cool. It's actually got 2 master faders. So you've got a left and a right that you can turn up and down independently of each other. You get a lot of control. Now, let's talk about some of the applications, some of the uses for this mixer. The first, of course, is if you are a DJ or any sort of musician that performs live and has to bring your own sound. Having a mixer, having those channels available to you, being able to control the effects gives you a better experience to give your audience, which is a plus. Now, depending on how new you are to the industry is where I'm going to recommend you for this. So let's talk about the pros again. The pros, it's got a really good look to it. Um, I was coming from a mixer that actually had knobs instead of faders. And I gotta say, the build on it does feel a little bit cheaper. Now, there's a good reason for that. this mixer is only going to cost you about $115 on Amazon. So it's a really inexpensive for everything that you're getting out of the box. So the faders do feel plasticky. They do feel a little cheap. It doesn't feel like the unit itself is all made of plastic. So, and it's not very heavy. So it can feel a little bit like a toy. It doesn't feel like it's the most heavy duty thing. If you're gigging regularly, this is probably not going to be the mixer for you. Now, when I'm looking for a mixer, there's the only one use case for it. I'm not using a mixer in live applications. I'm not taking it anywhere. I'm going to sit it on a desk and it's going to sit in my studio and be a part of my vocal chain. I use a bunch of different microphones because I podcast, I do YouTube videos. So I want to be able to quickly route any microphone that I have into that mixer so that it's going into my computer. So I go from microphone to mixer, mixer to audio interface, straight into the computer. So what's important to me when it comes to the quality of a mixer is the sound quality. And that is where the only cons of this whole product are for me. Now, again, this isn't going to be for professionals because if you are running this setup without any sort of external audio monitoring or editing solution, you are going to hear some noise. It's not hard to clean up the noise in that audio if you know what you're doing, but it is kind of a pain to have to do that every time. Now, another difference you're probably not going to notice if you're not an audiophile professional, compared to some other mixers in the price range, the vocal quality or the sound quality is not as full. So if you go back a few different videos back, right, and maybe I'll put an example in the comments or in the comments of this post, you may hear that my voice sounds a lot fuller in some previous videos. And I think that has a lot to do with the circuitry in this board. I've tried boosting it and doing different EQs, but overall my voice just does not quite have that thick presence that it did using some other mixers. So if you are really, really anal, or if you're really particular about how your voice sounds, if you're doing professional voiceover work or podcasting work, understand that this mixer is not going to give you the fullness of voice that you may want. Now, what can help with that is using some sort of an external uh, preamp, right? I used to use the PreSonus Studio channel. It had a tube amp and some outboard EQ and compression. So that is one reason for the voice not being as present. But even doing those in post-production with external software, still not able to get it quite where it was. So that is something to note. So my overall thoughts, I think the Phenyx PTX-15 is actually a great buy, especially if you're newer to production or to DJing. If you're someone who is gigging every now and then, and if your clients are not high-end, snobby types of clients, right? A lot of the drawbacks of this mixer can be overcome depending on what other tools are in your arsenal. So it's a great buy, even if you're not doing anything except being at home and practicing with it. It's good for that. And again, the features on it. The one thing that this has that I have not seen at for really any other mixer in the price point is that Bluetooth audio feature. So you can plug in a flash drive and get music off of that, or you can use the onboard transport buttons to control a Bluetooth audio source. So that's really cool. If you've got music on your phone or from Spotify, if somebody's asked or somebody has a request when you're DJing out at a wedding or something like that, you don't have it on your computer, cool, pull it up on your phone, stream it via Bluetooth on Spotify. Your clients will be happy, the crowd will be happy, you can keep the party rocking. That is really cool. Because I'm not a DJ, because I don't do client work, the feature I'm not really going to use at all. But it's very cool to have for less than 120 bucks. Overall, I absolutely would recommend this product to you and to my friends. If you're interested in it, I will leave a link in the description of this post or this video. That way you can click and you can see what the latest special is and purchase one for yourself. So thanks again to the folks at Phenyx Pro for sending this product over to review. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I'm super excited to hear what you have in your setup. Have you used this mixer before? Were you considering it? And are you still on the fence? Did you decide not to? Did you decide to go ahead and get it? Let me know. And until next time, be safe, be well, keep dreaming, and work hard to make those music business dreams your reality. Peace.